Hey, what's up? It's the Prophet, Pat. And I don't mean like a prophet from God. I was just reading about Joan of Arc because this video is sort of about synchronicities, serendipity, coincidence is coincidence. Now, I used to think things were coincidence, like normal people, like a coincidence or serendipity. An example would be running into a friend while you're on vacation at the same restaurant. For example, I just had a friend of mine on Facebook sent me a thing, a picture. Here they were at some restaurant in Key West, and they met some other couple at the bar. They started bullshitting, and my name came up. So they sent me a picture. They all knew me. It was a really good friend of mine from Cape May and a really good friend of mine from like Cherry Hill area. Known both of them 20-something years. That's a coincidence. That's happened to me before too. However, I'm talking about coincidences, synchronicities, and serendipities. Serendipity is a good thing, but this network, this program, this new world order that's secretly gaining power and status quo in today's society, everywhere, all around you, all around everyone. Most people can't see it. I think I explained in one of my videos, it's like one of those 3D pictures. You can't see it at first, but when that pops out at you, you can't not see it, and you can't go back because you already see it. And then you see everything so much clearer. This is done through psychology. It's a constant, pardon my French, mindfuck of a program, and it's to constantly have you worried, stressed out, wondering, paranoid. All those come into play. I was talking about chemtrails a lot. They serve many different purposes. There's many layers. Most people think it's NASA or whatever weather modification program to help with the global warming crisis, even though we just had the coldest Thanksgiving in 20 years, and the temperatures are way colder than usual. This summer was hotter than usual. Here's just one off the top of my head. This summer I was bartending, and a bird, perfectly healthy bird, came out of the sky, dropped dead, flew dead, and right in front of me at my bar. I knew I had to call groundskeepers to come sweep them up, and the guy that got them for me said, because I was busy, I didn't have time to clean up the dead bird. But the guy who he said, "Oh, he's still warm. He must have flew into that glass, broke his neck." I said, "No." I just thought to myself, "No, he didn't. He didn't. He just flew right out of. He fell. Now, I immediately, like when I got done work that day, I went on YouTube and I've uncovered that that was a Friday around 4 o'clock, all around the world that day, around that same window of time, birds were flying, falling out of the sky, dead. That's a true story. I got a picture of the bird, I got the date. You could look it up yourself. That's why I say I'm a prophet. These things are showing me things. And it's not God. It's not. This isn't by the work of God. This is by the work of something much more sinister and deliberate. And these people think they're God. That's their thing. They think that because they got this AI technology. Now, anybody who thinks it's not here yet will think again. They're using it. I mean, when they say you're under surveillance, it's not like some guy with the FBI tapping in like you see in the movies. What's he saying? Like when they bug your house. No. This is D-Wave quantum supercomputer, artificial intelligence that can probably listen in on millions of people, decipher it all in real time, and record it and spit it back. I mean, this shit is far beyond what any of you can comprehend. I know because of the things like the bird story that happened. Another one, this was a year and a half ago. I was standing outside and I heard a trumpet. It was really loud. It was definitely sounded like a trumpet, and it was coming from the sky. I started to laugh to myself because I was already blown away by some of this stuff that I was experiencing. I look up, you'll see in a lot of my pictures and videos, there were two hovering aircraft, circular, white, looked like UFOs to me. I've never seen anything. They weren't drones, they were bigger. They weren't making any sound, really, except that trumpet sound. And directly over top of where I was standing, it's like they hit the brakes. Two of them, like this, and they just stopped. That same summer, every time I would leave my house at the same exact time, a Cessna would fly by. Same time. You couldn't plan it any better. If I stopped, said, oh shit, I forgot my keys, and went back, and then came out, the plane, same time. I don't know how they do it. They do it. I have flight radar. I pulled it up, and I have the path of all these Cessnas, and they're zigzagging and doing circles, and then when I come out, and I have this all saved on this is my 10th cell phone, 9-10 the past 2 years. Yeah, because I had an identity theft. Yep. Instagram, Facebook, Yahoo, unemployment benefits, every social media account I was not able to get into. So I was getting threatening things through my Facebook, in my telephone. I opened up a new Facebook account, but I didn't close my other one because I had pictures from years, a lot of memories. And I got a friend request from Pat Ford to Pat Ford. So, what, and I don't even care about saying my name because they'll probably, every video I make, you hear like this weird sound will come in, and it's like that's when they intercept the call. And I could go on and on. I would have you hear all the things that happened to me. Half of them I probably forgot. I mean, I have them written down, but half of them I don't even think I would tell you because this program is made embarrassing on purpose. You sound like a freaking nut job complaining about these things because some of them are stupid, a lot of them are not. I mean, I was almost murdered 3 times that I know of, and they would have looked like accidents. I know it was an accident. All vehicles, like I almost got ran over. I definitely, it did something to me where I almost crashed twice. My wife crashed twice, ex-wife, 2 cars, 2, so it's another reason. This thing destroyed my life. I mean, no ifs, ands, or about it. Like, they've isolated me, they discredited me, just fucked my head up. It made me into a different person. I'm not the happy-go-lucky dude I used to be. I don't trust nobody. I can't. Just everything about me. Like, I can't. I've been dating, and I'll screw that up. Even if the girl is genuine, I'll fuck it up because I think that she's in on it, and I can't not talk about this shit. I just feel like it's my duty because, I really do think that this is all coming to a head, and we are like living in some insane times. I mean, from A to zinc, everything. The environment, the weather, the LGBTQT, and I mean, everybody's, it just seems like negative energy is just everywhere. It's almost like the people can sense it, and then all the people that contribute to this to fuck with my head, well, shame on you. That's all I gotta say. Shame on you. Karma. I don't know what to say. I guess, in a way, I understand because I understand what you're up against. I mean, what do you mean? Tell these people no. No. So, an example of something I was thinking about earlier, another synchronicity or serendipity or coincidence. And I'm going back a couple of years, but I don't think I ever documented this like on social media or anything because it's like I wanted to keep this on a low. There was a guy who came to my door selling energy, door-to-door salesman, I mean. And he seemed shady. He looked shady. He looked like a demon, to be honest. I went out and asked him his name. Told me his name was Paris. So I said, wow. I said, dude, did you ever hear of a rapper named Paris? He's like, nah. I said, oh, well, you're young. I said, you're a young buck. It was like in the 90s. And he's like, oh, I wasn't born until the 90s. So he was only in his 20s. Anyway, I said, the guy's name was Paris, and he was a good rapper. His album was called The Devil Made Me Do It. So the dude left, and while I was leaving, I said, do not bother going to the house next door. Nobody's there. It's a summer house. Oh, thank you. Thanks, man. You got it. And his smile went. I knew he was shady. Well, 2 hours go by, and I see him coming back. And where does he go? He goes to the house I told him not to go to. And he stares at my house the whole time. On his cell phone. Some evil look. So I walked out again. I said, oh, you working late today? He's like, yeah, till 7 o'clock. I said, yeah. So I was thinking a few days later, I was like, man, that guy looks familiar. Like I met him before. And then it dawned on me that I did. I seen him in court. I seen him staring at me and somebody else. And it was, like a weird, like once he saw me staring, he looked away, like it was obvious that he was watching me. Well, my things, I also talked about Walmart. I took my car to get one of my slash tires fixed, and when I got the car back, my heat was broken. But I was in a rush. All these things just going wrong, like couldn't. It's like, really, it was freezing out. Now my heat doesn't work. It was fine. It worked fine going there. Well, then I looked this kid up on social media. He also worked at Walmart. Is that a coincidence? I think not. I think the dude was, staking me out, trying to kill me. I didn't know. I thought he was in a gang, or what have you. I called the police. One of my boys I talked to was a lieutenant. Never investigated. None of it. I didn't understand that either. But that was like 2 years ago. That's like old news. I'll never forget the kid's face. And then I look him up on social media, and he's at like some Jay-Z event. He was like, Jay-Z, Rockefeller. Like, give me a break, dude. All this shit is tied in. All these satanic fucking Illuminati, fucking demon-possessed people. New World Order Agenda 21. So that's a sustained development. But it's a spiritual war. Don't get it confused. This is a real life. Angels versus demons. It's disguised as many different things. In regard, Town Watch, CIA, FBI, where I could be deemed a dangerous person. Because I've never been locked up. But they're working on that. I've been getting the police side of it. And that's what sucks too, because you originally go to the police for help, and they don't help you because they're taught to act like you're nuts. So the whole thing is it's a no-win situation. This is my only outlet, is to maybe help other people going through this, and that don't know, because I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I ended up in a mental facility. Watched some girl slip and fall, die right in front of me. You know, like, can't make this shit up. 5 feet from me, smashed her head, flatlined right there. Um, Another synchronicity. The first night I was there, and I'm going back over 2 years. They said, "Do you like to read?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Grab a book." I was tired. I opened this door. There was 50 books. I grabbed the first one. It said Night Vision. For some reason, I grabbed that one. So it says the author's name had the same last name as me, right? And I open it up, and it has a quote from Joan of Arc. And it also has another quote about coincidences, how nothing is coincidence and nothing is random, which I thought was another coincidence. So, Joan of Arc, for any of you who don't know, was like a French peasant from the early 1400s, and she kept getting premonitions and spiritual visitations from. She claimed it was the archangel Michael. You know, she was, and he was telling her that she needed to get a message to this king during the 100 Years' War to support the French army into fighting the English in a certain way, that would prevent the French from becoming enslaved by the English. She could have stayed at home farming and doing dishes with her mother. She was, everyone in her community thought she was nuts, schizophrenic, had mental problems. So, but she stuck to her guns, and she went and did what she wanted to do, and got to the king and told him, you know, what she thought he should do to win the war. And because of that, the French ended up winning the war, essentially saving them from becoming governed and ruled by the English, who were their enemies. However, Joan of Arc was captured, tried, and put to death. And she had a famous quote before she died, saying, "To live a life without belief is a fate worse than dying." And they burned her at the stake. I mean, she was 19 years old, a girl, and that was her dying words. I mean, I wish I could be that brave. I'm a grown 40-something-year-old man, but I don't. This thing has led me to. I don't fear these people. I found God. Whatever God is, I think I found him. I feel him. I don't have any fear. I don't care what these people do to me. They already did. It's like The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio said, I'm not afraid to die anymore. I've done it already. That's how I feel. I died. That fool is dead. This dude, I'm just here for a little girl that I love. Well, she ain't little anymore, but it's a shame that, from the outside looking in, I just look like, you start to look like a bum. Hard to hold a job. I can't, everything that, all my goals been cut, all my dreams over, all the people I love gone. And that's all by design. It's not just, I didn't make, maybe I contributed a little bit, but most of it was deliberate in every sense of the word, methodically planned out and done to me. That's why I think nobody, even my closest friends, will acknowledge this, because they don't want no parts of it. No fucking body would. No, this is the most horrific crime ever. I would compare it. They got it from the Nazis, but I think the worst days are to come. I won't be around. I'll be the first to go. I'll be the round up when the martial law kicks in, or whatever the fuck they have planned. But just the corruption, man. My house, for example, paid $207,000 for it in 07. The great housing crisis, financial collapse of the banks. So I was upside down in my house. I gave them probably about $60,000 at least of my money. Got behind. The government bowed out the banks. They got their money. Then they foreclosed on my house. They kicked me out, and now they're reselling it to somebody else for $120,000. But they wouldn't sell it to me. I know that happened to everybody. That had nothing to do with my personal situation. But if that just doesn't show you, they're the same people behind all this, like the banksters, they're gangsters, the fucking mafia. Only they're little dorks in suits that are good with arithmetic. Like, these people are greedy. Greed, man. Same people that pay themselves at Christmas time a $20 million bonus, yet they're kicking families out of their homes. The homeless problem in this country has never been higher. The suicide rate has never been higher. Just everything. Those fires in Los Angeles, in California, 30 seconds when I saw that. That's Agenda 21, New World Order, same thing. These people are taking over everything. They're doing everything to any natural disaster, anything evil, they are making happen. They were directed energy weapons, and it's that simple. They want that land, and by the time they take over, these people aren't going to be able to rebuild. Even the actors. I don't know what actors know. Most Hollywood knows what's up. It's who runs the show. So let me get back on my topic. So the kid Paris, he, so it all tied together, and cops to investigate. So I used to listen to that album all the time, The Devil Made Me Do It. And I was on the internet one day and I see Eminem at one of his shows just recently, and he has on a Paris shirt. It says The Devil Made Me Do It, which I thought was funny. So I went on YouTube and put Paris with lyrics in, because I forgot what the hell he rapped about. And wouldn't you know, he raps about, every song is basically about a corrupt system and oppression, and how he's like a Black Panther. And I like, one of my heroes now is Louis Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan. And most people don't like him. They think he's a troublemaker because he's always hating on the white man. Well, he's not hating on the Gentiles. He's hating on the evil Jesuits from Israel that are behind the scenes creating all these problems, and just for greed, And we're the part of America's downfall is that we're in cahoots with Israel. And they're just no good. Those people are just no good. Not every Jew in Israel. I'm saying the guys, the elite, the Netanyahus and shit. They're evil people, evil men. Like, they're not the Jews that the Bible talks about. Put it that way. I guarantee that. So that was just another coincidence. Here's the last one I'll end this with. And I hope, if this is information that you didn't know about, do your own research. You don't have to believe me. Look around, pay attention, look up, stop looking at your phone, and look in the sky. Eye in the sky, surveillance, 24/7. Like, for me, it's persecution. It is silent Holocaust, a Holocaust without the camps, which there will be. That's why I'm here, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Walmart is nothing more than another branch of the military. There's underground tunnels underneath there, and that's going to be a camp. Don't believe me? They already made one a camp. There's tunnels. I know. I just know things. And that's the truth. They make $45 million a day, I think, Walmart. But they don't care about money. It's not even about money. It's about controlling us. Depopulation and a bunch of other things. This shit. It's just sickening. It is. It's depressing, man. I can't even get excited for the holidays. That used to be a really happy time for me. I just refer to it as my previous life. Like, my whole family is just sad all the time. Just things that aren't the same. And I tell everybody that I try not to talk about this anymore because it falls on deaf ears. I tell everybody to find your faith. Like, find your faith and pray. And just have no fear. Like, what's to come, what's going to happen is going to happen. There's really not much. I think we're, I'm not here trying to save the world, but I am telling you that you should prepare. and I'm not a war like I'm not trying to survive anything and make it. I'm already, I'm here to protect my daughter, and I'll do that to my last breath. The last thing, if you guys don't, it's another interesting thing I found out. So George Herbert Bush, our ex, our the first the first George Bush president, first Gulf War in the 90s. Well, he gave a New World Order speech on September 11th, 1989. And you can Google it, New World Order speech. George Herbert Bush. We'll have a new world order, and we'll be successful, and we will be successful. He's an evil dude, man. I didn't think so at the time. I didn't know. I didn't think I thought these guys were just had our best intention. They were cheering for George W. at the Eagles game. And I just said, those people just don't know. They must not know. I mean, these men are, I'll let it go, but anyways, this is a coincidence that he gave his New World Order speech in 1989, September 11th. George W.